I'm Vanessa Boon and I'm the chair of International Women's Day Derby's Planning Committee, which is a very long title. I'm a volunteer and I'm really passionate about helping to put on a celebration that puts women in the spotlight for their achievements that often get underreported. I've been involved in Derby's International Women's Day probably for about 10 years now, more recently more actively, and this is my first year as chair of the group. Previously I've run workshops on the day about assertiveness and body confidence, so this year I'm the conductor of the orchestra. I think it's really important to celebrate International Women's Day because so often in history, her story isn't told. And so many women who have achieved inspiring things don't get as much airtime as men's achievements. So this event really gives us an opportunity to give those women a chance to tell their stories. And I think the women who do get media attention are sometimes the ones deemed to be televisual. So we sometimes get a distorted body image, particularly for young girls, seeing body size and how people appear because of airbrushed images. So for example, by the age of 9, most girls have been on a diet. And in a recent survey, girls aged between 11 and 17, most of them said that their #1 wish in life was to be thinner. That's why I wanted to put on this celebration. I think women and girls tend to be so busy, we don't always take time off the hamster wheel to actually celebrate and recognise all the things that we've done, that we've achieved, whether that's as partners, as mothers, as businesswomen, as students, as hardworking people, juggling lots of commitments. So I think this is really helpful for women to be able to take a little bit of time out for themselves, to appreciate one another and the inspiring women in their own lives. And I think that's why it's really valuable to have this time to give focus to that, to give it attention. No, I don't think enough credit and publicity is given to International Women's Day. So for all of those in the media watching, please pay attention. There are so many events now for Gay Pride, for Black History Season, International Day of Disabled People. These are all really important. But I think when it comes to gender equality, sometimes in society there's a bit of complacency. It's that attitude that we did it in the 60s, it's all fine now. But there are still challenges, there's still a pay gap between men and women. There's inequality in terms of rates of violence against women and girls, in terms of their expectations from school, and even in terms of globally, their access to education. I think activism is really important, getting more girls and women to get involved in International Women's Day and to try something new, and to hear inspiring stories from women who've taken action to change something that they feel strongly about, whether it's being allowed to wear trousers at school as part of your school uniform, whether it's campaigning for better financing and funding publicly for women's refuges and domestic violence support, whether it's campaigning for more representation in Parliament. So that's something we really want to encourage on a day, is to get people to get into activism and do something about the issues they care about. I think women are quite naturally quite creative and innovative because it's about problem solving. And because women face a lot of challenges and hurdles, are often the jugglers in families or the communicators in many families, they have to find solutions. And I think that's often where you start getting creative and innovative about things. How can I find a way around this issue? And you often have to think differently. So I think women are quite naturally creative and innovative, but I think at their best, it's when they believe in their own ability and have a self-confidence. Oh, so many inspiring people. Somebody who stands out is Shami Chakrabarti, who runs Liberty in the UK. I think her work to campaign for human rights and to speak up for vulnerable groups that don't always have a voice is really inspiring. But also, on a more local level, a lot of unsung heroes I know in charitable and third sector who are campaigning for better body confidence for girls or mentoring young girls in the community. I find that really inspiring. Oh, just one. I'm looking forward to so many things. I think I'm really excited that the Mayor of Derby, Lisa Higginbottom, is going to be opening our event and we're going to be planting a tree. So although there's lots of entertainment and fun things on the day, I think something that's lasting is that we're planting this tree to commemorate that moment. And the presence of the Mayor gives it a real gravity and sense of occasion that I think is going to make it feel really special from the moment we open the doors at 10 AM.